It is now time for our first speaker. Our first speaker, Alicia, Tarin, her speech title is Life's Soundtrack. This is speech number 10. It's Inspire Your Audience from the CC Manual. And if everybody turns over the back of their evaluations, actually no, not on these, we don't have them anymore. On the back.
The new ones don't have those.
Yeah, the new ones don't have them. So scratch that. She has asked for 8 to 10 minutes. The purpose of today's speech is to inspire the audience to improve personally, emotionally, professionally, and spiritually, relying on emotional appeal. Please help me welcome Alicia Tarin up to the front, for this is her 10th speech of her Competent Communicators Manual.
All right.
Once she completes today's speech, she will have completed her Competent Communicator Manual, and then once we submit that to Toastmasters International, she'll have the official CC after her name. Wonderful. So please welcome Alicia.
Thank you, Tim, for taking so much out of my speech already. Good thing I have something else prepared for you today.
Oops.
For the love of music, as everybody knows, loves music. Music is my life. My life is music. Everyone likes to think of their life as a story, or if they're into taking pictures, their life is like a slideshow. But I love music, so my life is like a soundtrack. See, Tim, you took so much of my speech away. My life was I think it's important to talk about music because it's played such an important role in my life. It would be unacceptable to not include it in my last speech. I think it's important that we share our soundtracks with others so they're able to learn not just from our failures, but also our successes. I have listened to the music of my friends, my relatives, and even you, my fellow Toastmasters, and I've been able to find courage and strength when I've needed it the most. Today, I would like to share my soundtrack with you in hopes that one day, somehow, I'm able to help you find that strength and courage. Several years ago, I was chilling on a dirt road, had a lot of cold beer in my console, just like Jason Aldean says in Dirt Road Anthem. Justin and I were strolling down memory lane as usual, till we realized we weren't on a dirt road anymore. We were driving in, we weren't on a road at all. We were in the middle of a meadow, and we had just ran into 2 trees. Needless to say, we're like, we need to stop. Let's get out of the truck, assess the damage. It wasn't that bad, just some scratches along the side. We had come out unscathed, but it was enough to know we need to stop. So to kill some time, sober up, I just plugged in the iPod that I'd given him a while ago, just put it on shuffle. But he wanted to listen to a playlist. He wanted to listen to my life playlist. And that was important because I knew what songs were on it. I had songs like Hurt by Johnny Cash, Sideways by Citizen Cope. They were really strong, sad, dark songs. He wanted to know why. I told him, I'm lost. Not in the we don't know where we're at type lost, but in the I don't know who I am, and I don't know where I'm going type lost. I told him, I don't know what to do. Nathan Angelo's song, Through Playing Me, was my life in a nutshell at that time. I didn't have a voice. I didn't have an identity. When people were around, I became somebody else. I wanted to dress the way they wanted me to, said the right things, and did the right things. I didn't want people to know who I actually was. But living a lie is exhausting. And at some point, you'll come face to face with a mirror, and you'll realize that you're just an empty soul. That's why songs What If and Life Left to Go by Safety Suit were so important to me. I thought, what if what I want makes people sad? What if I worry about myself and only myself? What if my decision makes my friends, my relatives question, why didn't they see this coming? Why didn't they know there was a problem? Being that close to the edge made me realize there's a lot of life left to go, and we have to be grateful for the breaths we take. Each morning, we have to look at the sunrise and appreciate that we get to see it. Each night, we have to count our blessings. Whether you're religious or not, you got to live another day. And hopefully, in the morning, you'll get to live another one. Sometimes, life is going to be hard. We're going to get knocked down, but we have to get back up. And if some jerk kicks you while you're down, You just gotta pull your big girl pants up, dust yourself off, and like Jay-Z said, just get that dirt off your shoulders. But thankfully, those dark days, my dark past, it's behind me. And it's because just out of the blue clear sky, here she came, walking, talking true love. If you've never listened to Blue Clear Sky by George Strait, you need to, write that down. And if you don't like that song, I'm judging you. Life is a crazy thing. It catches you by surprise, and it can completely turn your life around. I'm grateful and happy that I met Hannah. My life has never been the same since she's been in it. She's taught me that no matter what I put my mind to, I can accomplish anything that I want. That I'm not alone in this world, and that I can't be comfortable with being comfortable. If we never push ourselves, we'll never reach success, and we'll never meet our full potential. Sometimes we have to take risks, and sometimes it means we'll start from the bottom and work our way to the top. Drake's song, Started from the Bottom. Ugh, I have a love-hate relationship with this song. It says, started from the bottom, now we here. Started from the bottom, now we here. And it goes on and on and on and on, and well, you get the point. I'll admit, 99% of that song is garbage. Don't listen to it. But that 1% of that song is important to me. That one line, started from the bottom. Because I know what that feels like. I started from the bottom here in Toastmasters with my icebreaker. I stood here, probably paler than I am right now, sweating profusely, afraid I was gonna die, trying to make sure I didn't pass out and fall to my death right here in front of you. But, as Tim mentioned, now I'm here. And I'm completing my CC with this very speech. You can clap. Thank you very much. It was hard. Public speaking is not my thing. Still getting better at it, but I'm still terrified. And that's okay. Sometimes you might get nervous. Your knees might feel weak. Your palms might get sweaty. Your arms might feel heavy. But contrary to what Eminem raps and Lose Yourself, you get more than one shot to be successful here. Toastmasters sets us up to be successful. Sometimes though, away from here, we may experience failures or disappointments. I listened to Lose Yourself on repeat for months while I was practicing and training for a basketball tournament in Australia. I was invited to go to Australia to represent my age group from Arizona. I love basketball. I'd never been out of the country. This was the biggest moment of my life. I was excited. Story of my life though, I got hurt.
Oh no.
That opportunity just fell through my hands. Oh, my heart hurt. I was devastated. I cried. I didn't know what to do. But what can I do? I'm hurt. I sat out my senior year. And I've never played competitively again, at least in basketball. But at that time, I focused on my grades, my education, and I was able to get into college. First one in my family to go, mind you. So that was a big deal. We have to take the negatives in our life and turn it into something positive. We're going to run into speed bumps. We're going to run into roadblocks. But when life gets hard, you have to just grab life by the horns and say, I could kick your ass. Yes, I Can Kick Your Ass is a song title. It's by Justin Moore. Mind my language. Granted, that song, it's more about some guy trying to steal the singer's girl, but I hear what I want. Music therapy will do that to you. So what I hear when I hear that song is that I am strong, and that I can overcome any obstacle that I want through grit and determination. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know where my life is going to take me, but I know one thing. I will get there by being true to myself, by taking risks, and by telling life, I got this. This is my life. This is my soundtrack. What will yours be? Thank you, Mr. President.
Our first speech evaluator is going to be Kater, who evaluates evaluated Alicia's speech. Let's welcome up Cater.
I feel very honored, Alicia. This is amazing. You finally got through the book, your 10th speech, and I know this is not your favorite thing to do. Probably way, way down on the list, below listening to music or playing music or watching live music with friends, I'd imagine. But you did a great job. I saw some of your earlier speeches and I can see you've made some great progress. You're not using the notes, for example. The selection for inspiring speech was a very good selection. I don't think there's anybody who doesn't like music except for my parents. My mom doesn't like anything beyond 1963 and my dad is tone deaf. So except for them, everyone else in the world likes music. So everyone else in the world I will go on a road trip with. This is your strongest speech yet I've seen. I think the quotes from the lyrics were a great addition, not just because they fit in with the theme and fit in with the meaning, but also because they could tell a little bit more about how this meant to you. You said to be nice to you, but I like you too much. I'm going to be nice to you. I'm going to give you a couple pieces of advice. The main one I learned when I was dancing, if you're dancing and the step goes like this, and you go like this, and you go, oh, then the audience knows it. But if the step goes like this, and you go like this, and you make it look like, yeah, man, I'm stepping to the right, even though everyone else is stepping to the left, they won't know. Exactly. So if you lose your place, and you go, oh, crap, what am I, what is it? No, just keep talking. We won't figure it out. We'll think that was just all part of your fiendish plan. So, great speech so far. I can't wait to see what you do for your next book, when you get to pick your topics and choose something that's a little more in your wheelhouse and kind of be able to adjust exactly to what you want to talk about and what strengths you want to improve. Do I have to use maestro in this? I think eventually, after your next one, you will be a maestro in public speaking.